We're joined now by our favourites, Aidan McGee, Hayley Palmer, who are going to bring us up to date on the latest sports and showbiz. But going to you there, Aidan, 37% said they didn't really care whether Prince William and the Prime Minister went to the World Cup. Were you shocked by that?
Yeah, maybe, but then I think... See, he didn't go... Nobody really went to the men's games in Qatar round by round, but I imagine, well, in fact, I can guarantee they would have been there had England got to the final. And, yeah, they blamed it, or Prince William has blamed it on climate change, as people often do, in this generation. But ultimately, he didn't think the game was that important. That's what it comes down to.
Would you, Hayley, would you have been on a flight straight out there to cheer on the girls?
Yeah, 100%.
You don't like football?
Yeah, I do now.
As of this morning.
But you see, but I think that's an interesting question. You didn't have to, in this instance, be a big football fan. This is a big issue, I think, and it's a big celebration. I'm convinced they're going to win for the country. So it was more than a game of football, in a way.
No, without doubt. I mean, look, that's what happens with the national team, and that's why the national team in the men's game is so much bigger. I mean, United and Liverpool fans don't like you saying it, but international football is far bigger than club football when we get to the big games. That's what makes you go out to Tesco's and buy yourself a barbecue for the weekend, you know? You do something different, you get people round, you buy Doritos, or I shouldn't name all these brand names, should I really? But you know what I'm saying?
I know what you get up to. Did you hear our interview with Harry Redknapp? What he said about whether the coach could make the England men's team coach, and he's like, no way.
He was very dismissive of
yes,
that,
so
a little bit. But then,
you
know what? It'll be an interesting thing to do. I think she'll. But then the problem, if she's only 400 grand a year as the England coach as she is now, she's not going to get that money in the lower leagues. Harry said she needs to go down the leagues and earn her stripes. Well, there's no in the bottom two divisions where you're going to earn 400 grand. So
Gareth Southgate's on about 5 million, isn't he?
Yes,
I think he definitely needs some lessons from her. We need the men's team doing as good as the girls' team.
There'll be no hiding place for anybody in football in terms of you've got to get results. No, she won't be given any kind of more grace than anybody else will. And so if she goes into a game, or she goes into a club and she doesn't get results, she'll be out. Same as anybody else. If she does well, she'll stay. But somebody will try it eventually. There's no question about that.
What's happening in the world of showbiz, Hayley?
Well, I want to talk about celebs go dating.
Oh.
It starts tomorrow night, E4, 9 o'clock. I'm living for this. And I am excited to see Vanessa Feltz on there because I think she really deserves love.
Had a hard time, hasn't she?
She has done. So you'll see her on the show. Apparently, she goes on 13 dates. And what's happening on the show is that the actual agent set you up on a date. So Vanessa says she's never actually been on Tinder or anything. So this is a good thing. They should be able to matchmake you with your perfect man. But I don't know how it goes, but I have got inside scoop that tomorrow night you'll see her go on a coffee date, and apparently he's very polite, but there's just no chemistry. But she says as you get older, people just think you want companionship, but actually she's like, no.
I want more than that.
You want more than that. You want the goosebumps, you want the flutters, you want, you want it.
You want
what?
You want what, Hayley? I didn't know where she's going and what Vanessa was. You said you were giving us the inside scoop. But she gets 13 dates.
Yeah.
I think that's greedy.
She doesn't want it on every date, does she?
No, I didn't mean that. But actually, sometimes you need... It's a numbers game, isn't it, sometimes?
Well, obviously, yeah.
The more the merrier.
My word, honestly.
I tell you, she said she was giving us an inside scoop today. I tell you, I think we've learned...
Even I'm getting tempted to watch this, to be honest.
The blind date was the same. Most of the time, the comedy came from the fact they didn't get on and they didn't like each other and they used to criticise each other.
That's good TV, but actually, people do go on the programme to find love, so I hope she's really well on that.
Is that realistic?
Well, not in your world, Aidan, but if everyone else, yeah.
You know, I think we all are looking... I think we all are looking for love, aren't you? And then some of us might have to go on more dates.
Are you still looking for love? I thought you'd found... That's a revelation, isn't it? You're still looking for love.
You two are
I can't believe it. I am here, you know.
Philip, I wasn't talking about me there. I was talking in a general sense. Even if people deny it, they're still going out. So Vanessa's got 30. I've moved straight back to Vanessa and away from me. She's got 13 dates.
She has.
And now somebody who's been unlucky in love, Britney Spears, just got married, now getting
it lasted
separated.
14 months.
Well, that's not long.
It's not very
Bill, we've doubled that.
Yeah, we're going strong here.
14 months is quite well.
But actually,
It's a while for Aidan, though.
Aidan, it's not all about you, it's about Britney. But the thing is, I actually feel so sorry for her because she has been through so much, and it actually breaks my heart to read about Britney. I really wanted good things for
conservatorship.
her.
What are you talking about?
What I do love about her is she's put on her Instagram that she's going to get a horse, and I actually think that's a good idea.
What, to cheer her up?
Yeah.
What about the long face?
Anyway, poor Britney. I do hope it works.
Well,
okay.
then-
I have noticed they're not following each other. They are following each other on social media, but they're not wearing their wedding rings. But he has filed for a divorce.
Well, there was talk that there was a prenup agreement where he doesn't get anything or something.
No, and he's trying to...
I think they tried to sort that out.
So was the dad right all that while ago to say, look, I need to be looking after my daughter. She does have some mental issues here, and I'm looking after her best interest.
It went on
Has
quite a long time, though, didn't it?
Proved right?
It went on so long, though, didn't it? That's the problem.
It did, but I think when it comes to Britney, she has been vulnerable for a long time. It has been rocky, her marriage, for a long time. And I think when it comes to mental health, it is a concern for me with Britney. Watching her on Instagram, I think it is a bit of a cause for concern.
So the dad might need to come back, or somebody needs to come back.
I think
and
her
help
family needs to be around her.
Well, you think
sure.
she's deteriorated recently?
Professional mental help.
Yeah, definitely.
But I thought they were the problem. I thought his dad was the problem, not the solution.
But I'm saying, in hindsight, was the dad the problem? I mean, was he right to be looking after? We always said, no, he was too controlling, so she got out of this...
It went on for more than 10 years, didn't it?
Yeah.
She needs supportive people around her.
Well,
right now.
anyway, look,
Yeah.
that's it. We're ending on Britney. We're ending on Britney.
By the way, just finally,
Yes.
prediction for the match
I've said
tomorrow.
2-1 to England after extra time. I've
I'm
lost my
saying
crystal ball.
3-1 to England.
You're good with your predictions.
I'm
I
saying
think.
it.
I'm good with mine.
So 2-1.
2-1 after extra
3-1.
time.
3-1.
I'm just saying they're going to be winning.
Yeah, I don't care how they win, but I think they're going to win.
Football's the winner.
Well, look, that's all from us. We'll be back next Saturday at 10 a.m.
Up next, it's GB News Saturday with the fantastic Emily Carver after the weather.